Hello, eye doctor. It's been a while since I last saw you in chat, I think. Or was it only 1 or 2 streams ago? I cannot remember. Fair enough. Anyway, how have you been, eye doctor? That's good. I've been good. Currently just waiting for shifts from my job, so I decided to do near daily streams for a bit. I've been pretty good at it. I've only missed Tuesday so far. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, also, I did some stuff, this morning. So if you go into the emotes thing, there should be in the, I think below frequently used, there should be follower only emotes. Yeah, there we go. It works. I did test it before stream. That message is well hidden, I think. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's right at the top of the regular Twitch chat. Didn't refresh before the stream. Oh well. I'm gonna be real. I just sort of I whipped up that emote in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's surprisingly hard to get it to look good. Either way, let's switch to actually drawing. Where is it? There it is. Well, if you look down here at my guy, it's the little glow. It's the glowing streaks on his face. Probably can't see it very well because of the hoodie he's wearing. Yeah, and it's also, it's this symbol that I've just been placing around this entire artwork. I should actually probably sort of show you around it. So this section... Oh, I'm on the changelog layer. That's actually perfect. So this sort of section here, like this sort of stuff, minus these guys, this stuff was all stream 1. Like, this bit, this bit, this bit, all this bit. Probably a couple of these as well was stream 1. Well, definitely. Stream 2 entirely consisted of drawing this big thing, and mixed in was that was the entirety of stream 2, I think. Shadow study? Ah, the sphere, yeah. Ah, yeah, I get. Yeah, I don't think it's called that, although don't quote me because I haven't gone through an official art course. But yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of that sphere, because I made it using just the pen before I discovered, where is it? The Sumi Light, which is how I made this guy, stream 4. Yeah, I have done 4 streams on this. Anyway, stream 3 was John Scribble, the stone axe, and this thing, and I think also these guys. That was stream 4. No, that was stream 3, sorry. Stream 4 was these ones, that one, absolutely this one, and I copied over John Scribble and gave him a sister. Oh, this was part of stream 4. John Scribble's sister? I call her Jane for now. Yeah. Okay, when I kind of want to just ramble about this, but when I first made John Scribble, at the end of that stream I was like, what if I lore and story him? Sorry. My throat's kind of sticky, I guess. Anyway. John Scribble, the first, my idea was basically, he's an immortal guy, and he's sort of a, mercenary in the modern era, so very good with, like, guns and stuff. And the ideas I sort of had, like, if I go a little bit into the, world lore, is that he is a second-generation superpowered entity. I'm gonna have to dive into that a little bit, aren't I? So, essentially, it's an alternate universe where, at some point in recent history, I haven't decided yet, basically, a random collection of people gained superpowers. And the parents of John and Jane Scribble, were 2 of these first-generation super beings. And they ended up both getting the power of immortality, because they're twins. I'm honestly not sure on what other powers, but they are also known as John and Jane Prime. Like, John Prime and Jane Prime, because the Scribble family started a tradition where every single child would be named John or Jane. Here's the thing. Yes, they only had one other sibling, their younger brother Alexander. He's the one who started the tradition to troll them. So every single John and Jane Scribble, except the first of each, are the direct descendants of Alexander Scribble. And here's the thing. Because of this tradition, they, because at the time that I'm thinking the story would take place, it's about 2,000 years after, the event that created superpowered entities. Which is basically just people getting powers. I'm repeating myself there. Oh well. So, a good 2,000 years later, that's like, I don't know, that's at least 10 generations, I think? No, that's too few. That's at least 200 generations. So, yeah, the latest John and Jane's, because like, even this goes on to extended family. So the grandchildren are all named John and Jane. So the order of birth has determined which one they are. 200 also too few? Okay, let me bring out the calculator, because generation time is 25 years. So 2,000 divided by 25 years. If we're... Okay, 80 generations. It's 80 generations. Because human generation time is 25 years, on average. Yeah, so it's 80 generations. Yeah. So there's 80 generations of John and Jane. The thing is, each generation has more John and Janes. Now, I will say that it's kind of kept on the family line. So, only people with the family name Scribble adhere to the tradition. And because of this, I'm gonna say there's been a few, probably just a few thousand, John and Janes, probably. But that means the current, like, the most recent John and Janes are John Scribble the, I don't know, let's say 2000th, and Jane Scribble the 2000th. Because, like, you know, family trees work like that. It's exponential growth. I kind of want to calculate that now. I kind of really want to calculate that now. Yeah, I know. That's where we got to figure it out. Let's assume only the male line keeps the family name. Yeah. You know what, let's keep our model simple and say that 50% of each, like 50% of the generation keeps the Scribble name. So we just don't care if it's male or female who passed it on, who passed the name on, because some people, I'm pretty sure some people have chosen to take the wife's last name rather than the husband's. So it's 50-50. And we know that, and I'm going to assume that each generation had at least 2 children. Well, I mean, it's modern day to the future, so... I mean, kinda. Yeah, like, this is not distant past to modern day. This is modern day to distant future. Yeah, it's like, we're here. It is not, this is not the first. The first is actually over here. And we are currently here. Like, that's the timeline. Dang it, the brush always resets to a small size, and it is mildly infuriating. So, let's visualize. First generation is just 1. Because this is where we get the first, copycats. At that point, 2,000 years in the future? No, 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 no. At least not if you say the definition of a gun is a projectile weapon. Like, a gun is just, how do I say this? A containment thing that sends a small bit of metal at extremely high speeds. If that is what a gun is, and we say that's the definition of gun, then no, it wouldn't be archaic 2,000 years in the future. It would have just been improved upon. Plus, remember, we're in an alternate universe where superpowered entities exist. So, like, basically magic exists. Because we already have immortal people, right? We already know John and Jane are immortal. Yeah, magic guns would exist, but you'd need a specialized super entity. Like, you need someone who can basically create an enchantment. And the way the system I'm thinking of works in this world is that... Oh man, I don't want to go into a lore dump and just not draw, but I'm going to anyway. So essentially, primary and secondary powers. That is the base. Everyone has at least a primary and secondary power. Primary power is what they, you know, are best at. Secondary power is something that they can just do. So an example of a secondary power would be like, flight. Like, you could just fly. That'd be a secondary power. If your main power was something like, you know, controlling fire. Does that make sense? So yeah, like, primary... Oh, no. I'll repeat, because I can probably make it make more sense anyway. So, primary power is, well, your primary ability. It's what you're best at. So, if someone's primary power is control of fire, they are really good at controlling fire by default. They can train their ability to get even better, but it's fundamentally, I can control flames. Like, that is their primary power. They control fire. And they could have the secondary power of flight, of unassisted flight, where they just sort of lift off the ground because they want to. And that'd be the secondary power, because it's A, far more limited, and B, it pulls from what I call the auxiliary power set. The thing about the magic system in this world that I'm imagining is that the primary and secondary powers, as well as tertiary, quaternary, auxiliary power, the auxiliary power set, it's basically something like, okay, you can fly. Like, that'd be an auxiliary power, because it's only you can pick yourself up off the ground without any other assistance. Another auxiliary power would be something like, what would it be? Never being hungry. Like, that'd be an auxiliary power. You just never get hungry. Like, you wouldn't need to eat. That'd be an auxiliary power, because it's just so limited and so specific in what it does. Like, the only use case is you don't need to eat, because the power is just you don't need to eat. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, if I were to put it in a sentence, an auxiliary power is a power that does only one thing. Okay, that's, primary and secondary is just a measure of what power you are best at, or most powerful with. Like, your primary power will always be more powerful than your secondary power. That's different from what an auxiliary power set is. Like, there are sets for power types. So, like, one of the power sets, yes, you can have an auxiliary, you can have a primary auxiliary power. So your primary power could be flight. It'd be a sucky primary, but your primary could be flight, and you'd pretty much be, like, you'd already be exceedingly good at flight. Like, say, for most people, if they have a secondary of flight, they could maybe, I don't know, hit Mach 1 after a bit of training. Whereas someone with the primary power of flight would be able to hit, like, Mach 10. Okay, I think I did say that, but what I mean is that secondary powers generally come from the auxiliary set. Like, you can have a secondary power that is, like, you control fire. It's just more likely that, your secondary power will be from the auxiliary set. And now that's just for initial powers. Yeah. So, that's just for initial powers, because the way, I want it to work is, essentially, everyone's born with their own sort of talent, I guess, which would be the primary and secondary powers. This is the magic you are most... I don't know how to say it, but basically, you can do this without really thinking. Like, it comes naturally to you. So if you have I control fire and I fly as your primary and secondary respectively, you just are naturally... Yeah, it's just second nature to pull on that kind of magic. However, the way I want it to work is that any superpowered entity can access all the powers, because the powers are built off the actual fundamental magic system. So a superpowered entity is someone who starts off with their innate powers that they're good at, but they can branch off into the other powers that they aren't innately good at, but they can still learn them. I hope that made sense. Yeah. A good example is the original character that I made in this universe. I'm not gonna lie, it's a self-insert. At least in terms of the looks of the guy. You can actually kind of see in over here. That's kind of what he looks like, at least vaguely. But anyway, he's a first generation super being. Oh crap. Damn it. Alright, are we back? Are we back? Good. Okay, let me real quick yoink. This is 5. Damn. Anyway, so as I was saying, hold on, actually, let me quickly do this. I'm gonna say 2440 -1 00 2440. Okay. As I was saying, the first guy, he's one of the first generation supers, and when the super generating event happened, his primary was being transformed from a human into what he is now. And his secondary was just... I haven't actually thought of his secondary. But it was something... It was definitely something that allowed him to figure out the nature of the magic system to a degree that he was able to figure out that he wasn't limited to his primary and secondary powers. Like, he could learn any other power. Oh wait, no, I remember what his secondary power was. Okay, I remember what his secondary power was. It was basically he could make an enchantment, just a single enchantment. A single enchantment at varying levels of strength. Now, when it first happened, he ended up in basically a fight, and he decided to use his secondary power to place an enchantment on a small thing he made. And this enchantment, when it's supplied on an object correctly, it creates a dream nail. And I'm pulling inspiration from Hollow Knight for the dream nail. So when he first tried it, he thought he was doing sort of the weak surface thought pulling level of the enchantment. No, he messed up and did the maximum, which basically gets a copy of the target's memories. Like, a complete copy. So, when he used it on his opponent, he ended up getting a copy of the guy's memories. And that gave him just enough information to suspect that there was something deeper, which then after, struggling with his own identity and creating a stable personality that could survive suddenly gaining a copy of someone else's memories, he went off and did it to more superpowered beings to confirm and also to learn their powers. Like, because the people, the powers of super beings, they already know what they're doing, even if they don't consciously realize it. So he gets the information of what the hell they're doing, so he can copy what they're doing. Yeah? Yeah. And also, I'm saying the only reason he was capable of surviving that first dream nail hit was because his primary power, being turned into the something else, that something else basically has perfect sense memory. So, essentially, you pick a moment and remember it. It's like pressing play on a video. Whereas for our memory, like, this is actual neuroscience, our memory is just patterns of neurons firing, which means our memories can change over time. And because of the way his primary power worked, he basically relived his entire life in his new form with otherwise zero changes to any of the events. So he basically has a perfect copy of his own life. And that's the only reason he survived the first one. Barely. Like, yeah. So, and again, he was just obscenely lucky to get that primary and that secondary. Because the way I wanted the initial explosion of superpowered entities to work is that there's this sort of balance. So, there are correlating powers, or, well, yeah, correlating powers. So extremely similar powers that were given to people of opposing minds or mindsets. So, and this opposition could be as little as I slightly dislike this versus I slightly like this. To, like, that level of difference. But it was still balanced. This power, or something very close to this power, is shared between opposing individuals. And his opposite did not get the same secondary, because this is mostly on the primary. Secondary, it's still the same, but it doesn't have to match up between people. Like, you don't have to have an opposing primary and secondary to someone else. You could have an opposing primary to someone else and an opposing secondary to a different someone else. Any degree. Like, it is any degree. So they could have the most minor disagreement on a specific thing to they completely disagree on every little thing. Like, they can... It's basically... Yeah, it's basically nothing to pretty much everything. That's the range we're talking about. It's just balanced. So on balance, it's neutral completely. Anyway, back to the John and Jane scribble. They actually, although keeping slightly on my main character guy from early days, John and Jane scribble actually learned from him, in order to gain the Imperious powers, basically becoming extremely resilient to most, if not all, types of damage. The Imperious powers are very strong, but they are also draining, because the balancing mechanic for the powers is energy. Run out of energy, you die. Nothing. This comes down to the initial spread of powers. Like, this only really applies to first generation supers. Second generation, it's just completely random. Like, there's no balance other than what will naturally occur. It's only in the first generation that there is an actual perfect division of balance. One disagrees. Yeah. Like, and also, even 2,000 years in the future, during the John and Jane, for second generation beyond, yes, natural selection, kind of. Like, in terms of keeping balance, yeah, it's kind of natural selection, because there will always be bad people, so, but there will also always be good people. And in the world of... Are we back? I really need to wait like 5 seconds before asking, are we back? Because otherwise it's just gonna keep freaking up, isn't it? Oh, geez. Come on, bitrate. Please recover. Geez, my bitrate is terrible at the moment. Hello, are we back? Okay, we're sort of back. My bitrate is horrendous. I'm gonna... Yeah, like, we're operating off... Oh, wait, is it recovering? It might be recovering slowly. Send a message when you hear this. Ah, you mean on the on-screen chat? Ah, yeah, that one's always laggy. Or is it only showing up in Twitch chat? Taking off a minute to show up on Twitch chat. Like the actual Twitch chat. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, it's sending instantly on Twitch, that's good. Anyway, as I was saying, the balancing mechanic for all the powers is energy. Run out of energy, you die. It's that simple. Alright, that's cool. Hi, Doctor. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go back to rambling on the lore of this new story I haven't even properly written at all. But yeah, balancing mechanic is energy. Run out of energy, you die. Energy is required to do anything mystical. And that's the problem with the Imperious powers, because while they are exceedingly good, I could write it on stream. I'm half tempted to start writing it now, but I'm not really gonna. Anyway, all the Imperious powers are really expensive to sustain. And the highest level of the Imperious powers makes you basically completely unkillable. Like, you can't die to damage at all, because nothing can deal damage to you. However, it is so horrendously expensive that, well, good luck powering it for more than half a second. And the lowest level of the Imperious powers, it makes you basically untouchable to anything less than a good 10 nukes going off in your face. But again, it's still exceedingly expensive to power. So in order to use the Imperious techniques, you gotta be pretty damn smart. Or at least, you gotta be good at resource management. But anyway, that's enough rambling about a story I haven't even started writing. I'm gonna go to drawing, because that's what this stream is supposed to be about. Drawing and chill. Let's go 10. Yeah, that's good pencil size. Oh yeah, I made a pencil version of this. Really liked it. I could pull that and make it an emote. I really need to clean my screens. Holy frick. Alright, I need idea. Oh wait, I forgot to write the second crash. No, I got distracted rambling. Good, no. Wait, I can reorder them. I'll do that later. What is something good I can draw? Frick, I don't have any ideas. Do you have ideas? Do the viewers watching have ideas? Please say you have ideas, because I'm out. Give me suggestions. I mean, you can see how terrible I am at making bodies, right? I tried with John. It did not turn out how I would have wanted. Hello, Raza. No, he has been hibernating. Honestly, I'm not surprised. When has he been going to sleep? Yes, you did. You missed out on well over half an hour of lore. You can watch it on the VODs. Why do I think there's two people behind Raza? Because the way the way it's reading is like there's two people behind. Like what? I am confused. Anyway, I had an idea for what I can draw, but I need a bit more space. Ah. Okay. For that, I'm gonna try and actually plan this out a bit. Hello, Doge. Good to see ya. They did. It's kind of sad, but also not really. Because they can just watch the VOD later. Nah, it's fine. I'm honestly just kind of happy that chat is so active right now. I'm pretty sure this is the most chatters we've had on a stream that are all active. For the most part. Yes, that was a dig at Razza. Sleepy boy. Yeah, kind of sad, but oh well. Oh, he is here. Interesting. This is fun. Alrighty, let's see. Where are the light areas? Where is the shade? Sort of. It's an idea I've read about in a book series called Artorian's Archives. It's basically... How do I say it? The place where a philosopher goes when he knows he has failed. So that he can rebuild. And what he rebuilds is his very personality. So this is kind of a terrible representation because there would be like hundreds of stumps, and on each stump would be a past version of yourself. I don't really know how to explain it. So like in the story, Artorian, the main character, he's the philosopher. He failed in protecting his adoptive grandchildren from raiders, partly because he is ancient. Well, not ancient, but very old. And in order, he goes on an entire journey learning about the magic of the world and how to get more powerful, in order to get them back. And in order to do this, his old personality, that of Elder, which was his name at the start of the story, Elder did not have the personality to do it, because one of his personality traits was this good man never goes to war again. His new personality, well, he has to fight raiders. He has to go to war again. So he needed a completely new personality that could go through with what he needed, well, what he wanted to do. And from what I gathered in the story, this tool is usually used to fight off existentialism. It is? Might be on your end, Reza. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. So I have to sort of shade in the shapes. Probably be lighter on the brush, but oh well. Yeah, I have to kind of do this sort of thing with this entire thing in a way that makes it look good. For the sketch page, I want to do basically, well, sketches. I want to see what I can do just with pen, a single color. Pen or pencil or whatever I have without color. I'm gonna leave the stumps empty on this one. It's just sort of a template, sort of the idea, the initial building idea for the Philosopher's Space. And I'm gonna also try and avoid erasing anything. Um, it is like it is really, really wholesome and just really good in general. Like I highly recommend reading it. It is that good. Like it's in a fantasy setting, but it's still really, really good. It's called Artorian's Archives. And if you want something that's more on the fantasy side rather than his story, you can go to the Divine Dungeon series, which was what the thing was based on, what Artorian's Archives is based in. Same universe, I mean. Yes, I set that up this morning. It is awesome. We can now play around with with these kinds of features. Yep. Going to be very interpretive on where the trees are and what they look like. The joys of the way I'm doing this. Let me just sort of get blanket tree texture in. Well, trunk texture. We can start by going to this middle section, because that's off in the distance. Make that nice and dark. As we get closer, we can add more details. Wait, the TTS is available? I almost want to ask if someone can do the TTS, because I haven't been able to test it. Yes, I know about that one. It costs channel points, doesn't it? So I almost want to do it.
How intriguing.
You have points? You have bits? Channel points? Wait, how? What? It works. I'm actually not entirely sure what bits are. Okay, so you buy bits, but you just accumulate channel points. Okay, I honestly couldn't test if sound alerts worked because it wasn't saying it was... Okay. Alright, okay, that's good information on how Twitch works. See the little bubble icon just below the send a message box? should be on the opposite side of the chat button. I don't really have any. Is the issue. Okay.
I'm gonna slime you out.
Oh my gosh, the TTS is funny. I do need to fix it up so that the alerts thing doesn't play with TTS. Alright. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Now if the stream crashes, you guys can use TTS. Because I'm pretty sure it'll still go through on my end. So not only can you spam for the death of stream, you can also TTS. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. We're now... I like this. This is good. Alright. I'm gonna go back to working on this. How dark can I make this? A bit darker. From Satisfactory, it's basically just TTS. It's basically just the TTS, but using a voice that, to me, it sounds identical to Ada from Satisfactory.
Razor needs to sleep earlier.
Yeah. Okay, this is fun. I am having fun with this. I'm sure you guys are going to be having a decent bit of fun.
They're streamer specific, Razor. Learn this.
Oh my god. Oh no. I've given you too much power. Oh no. Oh no, this is... You have too much power now. This is gonna be funny. Alright, now it's time to picture the trees. Apparently, yes. Also, I should really add to chat rules to kind of avoid saying the viewer count. So... yeah. Oh yeah, I got the alerts thing. Yeah, I set them up literally an hour before stream, I think. I finished everything a half hour before stream. Like, finished testing everything a half hour before stream. So... I think I started at like 10. Yeah, it's sad. Here's a fun fact. I have infinite channel points. But I don't think I can do anything with them. I don't even think I can gift you guys channel points where I can do stuff. Like, to myself. Hmm. Okay, the audio is playing through, a desktop audio source, so I'm basically capturing everything. So, I'm gonna jump on my Twitch, mute it real quick. Oh, hey, it's auto-muted. Nice. Thank you, Twitch, for remembering my preferences. I know I can't cheer, because I tried that before stream. How did you use the TTS? Like, how? Is there like a TTS button or something? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. See it. Standard TTS. Okay. Yep, okay. I'm gonna make a Portal reference.
You are a horrible person.
Cool, I can pay channel points to myself. I have infinite. It otherwise does nothing, doesn't it? The "you are a horrible person" line, that comes from beating one of the puzzles at some point in Portal 2, I think. No, it's Portal 1. I genuinely can't remember. It's somewhere. Something I do need to do is I need to up the darkness in the leaves. Yeah, it was in Portal 2, I remember now, I was playing it recently. The "you are a horrible person" appears in Portal 2 when she says, "We weren't even testing for that." Yeah, it was you completing a test stage, and, GLaDOS says, oh, I can't remember the line. No! Someone will have to remember it for me. Yeah, it's scripted in progression. Oh, jeez, that is an insane number of points, dude. Ah, yeah, no, you know the line? You can't use channel points from other streamers on my stream, fortunately. Yeah, that line in Portal 2. It was so fun. That line is so fun. You know for a fact the devs had fun with that one. I like this tree over here. Let me switch to this. I like this tree. Like this pair of trees, they look exceedingly good to me, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because I did good on them, but I don't know why. You know? Nice. We have the quote. Let's go. I think it's like 4 or 5 puzzles after, like, it's in like that region of 4 or 5 puzzles in, I think. Ah, there it is. $113, I'll say 25. We got another crash. Are we back? That's 301 13. I think I said 25. It did, it just reconnects. Oh wait, it didn't for you? That's weird. That's weird. Alright, let's go back to this and continue. Are we all back? I'm gonna say we're all back. Whoa, whoa. Oh, TY. Gotta remember I can just switch and then go... And that's basically a pencil eraser. Pencil-coated eraser? Pencil-coated eraser. Wait, that tree makes 0 sense.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Sort of remove a good bit of that. Just sort of keep it blending nicely. Let's just sort of get the leaf texture in there. Oh, that'll help if I actually densely populate the leaves. around the edges of the branches. Just enough to make them look nice and dark. Want a very darkly colored canopy. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Alright, let's get the tree on this end. Looking good. Root here, root here. You can always do highlights later. You know for a fact that this is a route along here. Oh, that's grey, not white. But up along here, that's a route. Black again. It's along here is in the shade. Up on this little section there. Pretty good so far. Is it just me or is that random? What the? Oh, there's a crash. $22.35. Are we back? $22.35. I'm gonna put Sumi light up a bit. Okay. Have we returned? Hello? Are we back? Hello? Have we returned? Are we back? Anyone? Hello? Are we back? Is my chat broken? Please don't say my chat is broken. On my end, I mean. Hello? It's back? We all back? Okay, good. Oh, damn. That might just be a your end issue. You know? Yeah. Nah, that's probably just correlation. Probably isn't causation. Alright, I absolutely need to up the density down here.
The TTS gods have spoken. Heartbreak, crossed fingers.
The timer for what? Getting channel points? Oh, yeah. Twitch does this thing where in a stream crash, it basically goes, okay, you restarted stream. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't crash again. Let's see if I can do something about the line there. I have a couple of odd lines just out and about. Let's see how well I can fix them. Yeah, look at that. Perfect lines. Perfectly straight lines. It's been really annoying to get rid of. how did those even happen? When did those even happen? Like, what? It is so confusing. Need to make the leaves darker towards the middle. But I also need to keep the top of the canopy very bright. Because that's moonshine. Oh, it is? Nice. Too bad I bought it years ago. Entirely worth it, although I haven't played it much. I should probably play Rainworld more. Actually, I should play it on stream. What do you guys think? Playing co-op with friends sounds interesting. I can't, sadly. Yeah, I should stream it. It sounds like so much fun. Like it, because I've played Rainworld. Holy frick! Where is my English going? I'm supposed to be good at speaking it. Jeez. But yeah, I should try Rainworld on stream. That could be fun. Oh no, what is the terrible news, Raza? Terrible news is always terrible. Ah, no! I don't care. Go ahead and interact with other streamers. In fact, it's probably a good idea. Because I will readily admit, I am not the best streamer. I should beat Pantheon 5 normally first. In fact, I'm not even going to attempt bindings until I can consistently attuned difficulty every boss. Consistently. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Reza. Just joining on Helldivers and we got a random streamer. Oh, damn. I'm actually close to 112 Steel Soul in Hollow Knight. I'm actually pretty close to it. I think I just have like, I don't know, 7%? I should do more Steel Soul streams. Well, I should just do more Hollow Knight streams in general. Alright, now let's make the stumps look good. Maybe? It might survive. No, it's gonna crash. Oh, wait. Oh, it's close. It's so close. Okay, I need to go to the toilet. So while stream is lagging severely, I'm gonna do that. I will be back. Alrighty. I am back. Okay, I have returned. I see Raz's message about putting bitrate on the corner. No. Sorry, I'm not chucking it there, because I'm pretty sure you can very easily see it. I'm pretty sure you can find the bitrate yourself on Twitch. I think. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I did. Oh, there's the crash. $33...
Crash.
33.45. Have we returned? It's lagging on OBS for me. There we go. Now, I think it's independent of the on-screen chat. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think when it crashes, it just crashes when it crashes. Yeah, okay. Delay is a good way to measure how long we have before a crash. Yeah. Heyo. We have a first-time chatter. How are you? It is Medibang Paint Pro. Huge canvas? No, it's just 4096 by 4096. It's just below the on-screen chat. I don't think it's huge. Is it huge? I have no idea, to be honest. Yeah, no. Like, if I go out a bit, like, I reckon... Yeah, that's about a screen. That's about the size of a screen. So it's not that big. Just kind of this, I guess. It's sort of a ritual circle. I almost don't want to re-explain it, but yeah, I'll do it anyway. So there's this, book series I like called Artorian's Archives, and in it, the main character uses, a mental construct, for when he's basically failed and the current him can't go on. So, in this space, the bonfire space is basically where he goes to take personality traits from, his previous selves, I guess, like how he was before, and restructure them. So basically, new personality, I guess. And this is kind of the space that was described in the book, and I'm just drawing it with a little bit of my own interpretation in there, but otherwise pretty accurate. Should probably add like logs and stuff down here. Not reborn, because he doesn't, actually get reborn or stuff like that. It's just he changes his own personality, I guess. Like, it's hard to explain. I recommend reading the actual series if you want to truly know how it works. Because I'm absolutely doing a terrible job of explaining it. No idea, Raza. I honestly haven't heard of Lord of Mysteries. Also, be nice, guys. And if you don't want to be nice, read the rules. I'm pretty sure no one here has actually read the chat rules. Okay. I just read what, I'm gonna call you 39, because I'm never gonna try and say someone's full username. I'm not even gonna try. So, Chinese model, that's novel, that's interesting. This is actually... Huh. So far, pretty damn good. Let's switch to the regular pen. Yeah, Artorian's Archives. It's a really good series. Like, just in general. Oh, crash. Dash. It's 6. Back. Cool, I'm back. Let's go. Alright, so... Yeah, it was a crash. Like, I can know for certain when a crash happens, because every time a actual crash happens, OBS disconnects and reconnects. Wait, are we back? My OBS is doing weird things. Yes, we are back. We are back. Alright, let's get the Sumi pen. Now I need to blend in Dark of Night to the treetops. Are we properly back? I just want to make sure. I'm paranoid about my internet. Okay. Also, 39. Why did you put the welcome to my chat room message? How did you do that? You know what? Magic, I'm gonna accept that answer. The ways of Twitch's code are unknown to me, and I'm not gonna bother trying to figure them out. Ooh. Okay, Razza, the on-screen chat isn't really working. Like, the on-screen chat very commonly lags. I don't know why, it just does. And it's mildly infuriating. I'm gonna have to up the opacity of this in order to blend the line properly. Better. Just gonna do a little bit. Darkening on the treetops, especially where it meets. And then I'm also going to darken the canopy shadows. I kind of want to know who's active in chat, so I'm just going to say... Yeah, just hands up in the chat. Just type hands up in the chat, please. I just for fun. Or put the badge. Nice. Yeah, the badge is fun. I can actually bring up the art file if you want, so that you can have a closer look. Oh, it doesn't show up on stream when I open one of these menus. Interesting. Anyway, here's the badge. Nice one, Razza. Yeah, here's the the drawing I made that is now the badge. Razza, I genuinely have no idea what that symbol is. What is it? How did you get that on the... What? An actual channel badge. Probably. I just don't know how right now. Oh crap, Oops. Like, I probably could make a channel badge, I just don't know how at the moment. And I don't want to learn how on stream. That sounds like a bad idea. I think I'm gonna call this one done. So let's go to changelog, circle with the regular pen. That's new. So these. Where's the... Yep, those are all new. Go back to black. Okay, just red tease it's an emotion and what does it look like. Let me screenshot it and chuck it in. This is what it looks like for me. Can you see why I was confused? I think that's roughly... On my screen, it matches in size. Weird. Very weird. Let me hide changelog. We don't want changelog visible. Maybe I could have, you know, sketched the sky. But I didn't wanna. Okay, on Apple it's the sideways hand. That's weird. Wait, did you use the emoji icon next to the chat box, or did you use like the keyboard, like the phone keyboard, to get the emoji? Because the phone keyboard one probably didn't work properly. Chicken. A chicken emoji. that's funny. How many crashes have we had? 6? And it's been... Damn, hour 53. Wow, time really does fly sometimes. I mean, we did this one in about an hour. That actually looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. You guys think this looks really good? Because I think this looks really good. Yeah. I don't know what it is about. I just see I just forgot Twitch has gay emojis. Anyway. I don't know what it is about pencil. But for some reason when I use a pencil, it's really easy for me to just put the thing down. Like pencil and pencil type drawing. Like this one kind of sucks up here. And it sucks because I had to do, like, I had to lift my pen off the tablet for every single stroke. But with a pencil-like thing, I squiggle. I squiggle and it works. This one doesn't work because it was pen like this, which goes brr. It just matches. And yeah, I don't know what it is about the pencil-like drawing, but I feel like I'm really good at it for some reason. I feel weirdly good at it. You know? Creeper. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna freaking do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Frick you, eye doctor. Okay, looks like Raza has not joined in. Thankfully. I could not handle 3. You know what? I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to quickly grab a cloth and clean off my monitors. I'll be back. Back with the stuff. Okay, if you have an allergy, don't touch grass. But Still, go out. Go stretch your legs. Have a drink of water. Pretty sure most people don't drink enough water. I probably haven't drunk enough water over the course of this stream. Maybe I've had just enough. Is half a water bottle enough? No, I'm not, but apparently Twitch viewers still need to be told to go outside sometimes. Or at least anyone who's online. There's too many chronically online people. You must avoid it. And there's a crash. Time 58:29. Are we back? Oh no, I accidentally opened Modrons. Dang it. If you're allergic to water, you have bigger problems than just needing to go get off the internet for a short break. And if you're scared of grass, I'm sorry, you need to face your fear. What's I doing? Switching back here. I've cleaned off my monitor a decent bit. Oh, right, I need to update the crash counter. I should code something that auto updates the crash counter for us. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you think I should do a bit more on the sketch page, or leave it for today and do this do more another time? I still haven't updated the crash counter. There we go. It's updated. Alright. Also, did you hear what I just said? Or not? Wait. Is my OBS chat lagging? Yeah, I should, Alright, so probably end it here. 7 crashes is a good number. It's not really the number of crashes we care about, because, if we go and have a look at stream 2, if we just fish around for the stream 2 references... Oh, wait, no, it's stream 1. 13 crashes. So... Yeah, I'm talking more about time. So, do you think we should do, like, another little thing, or leave it off for today? Well, I'm asking you guys, because I'm fine with either. users in chat. Oh, yeah. Damn. That's cool. Um... You know what? I'm proud of this one that we've made today. I think this is major progress on the sketch page. Let me save real quick. Like, it doesn't look like we've done much, but what we've done, let me switch to the change log so I can highlight everything. Like, we've added a little bit of extra text up here. We've added this entire thing, as well as the surrounding crash counts. And honestly, I'm just kind of proud of this one. So... Oh, wow, look at the on-screen chat. Oh. Oh no, we might be leaving off with 8. Well, let's wait and see if it recovers. But it hasn't disconnected yet. It has not disconnected. No, it recovered. It survived. It made it. We do not get Crash 8 yet. That's insane. But yeah, anyway, I reckon I'm gonna call that good progress on the sketch page. Yeah, stream barely avoided dying. But yeah, I'm gonna call this good progress on sketch page. Any complaints? You have 10 seconds to voice a complaint. No complaints? Eye doctor? Complaints about saying this is good enough progress for today? Alright, then I think I'll end it off there. Yeah, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. I will be streaming again. Wait, let me quickly switch to the stream ending screen. As always... Wait, no. Oh, wow, it's not Sunday. Where is my brain going? So... Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed stream today. We had some surprising new features that I hope everyone liked. And I hope you'll, use, again. In future streams. And, yeah, VOD will be up on my YouTube, as always. The audio for the TTS might be broken, I'm just realizing. No new followers. I was hoping the new person in chat would follow, because then we could see if the follow alert works, but oh well. But yeah, the VOD will be up on my YouTube. And I'm pretty sure everyone here is already on the Discord. Oh, that was an alert. What was the alert? I can't read it. No. Well, the alert's gone. I couldn't read it. Oh. Nice. Yes, it worked. I definitely heard it, and when I switched to live, you probably would have seen it in the top right corner. But anyway, that's the end of stream. Yeah, it did. Anyway, that's the end of stream. I hope everyone had a fun time. I will see you guys tomorrow because I'm still trying to keep a daily streak. And yeah, that's all from me. Bye!